Welcome back to WPZCart. In this video tutorial, we're going to walk through how to create your first product. In our previous tutorials, we walked through how to install the free edition as well as our 14-day free professional edition trial. And so if you haven't seen those videos, go ahead and take a look. You can see here what we're working with is a brand new store, essentially with our demo data installed. And so we walk through that in our first videos. Now let's take a look at products. And to create your first one, you're just going to go to the products tab. We can see all of my demo data here, sample products. We're going to go click on add new up here in the top right, and you get this slide out bar, and it lets you walk through some of the basics for a product. Now there's a lot more we can do with later here, but you can see we can have the status. Do we want it to be active or not? Do we want to show this product on the main store page? And that means this page, where we can have categories and a bunch of other stuff later on. Do you want the product to show up on that main page? That's up to you. We try to give you some basic product types here. This sets some basic variables. For example, classic retail, or is it a service product? Are you going to have a downloadable product? We have subscriptions, memberships, a lot of different types. You can always go with a retail product and change it later to a download or later to a subscription. You're not stuck with these. All we're doing is predefining some setup stuff if you set that up. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a product title. I'm going to say my first clothing product. And the SKU or model number you can make up. Try to not have any spaces or weird characters in there, so I try to keep them pretty basic. I'll just call this shirt 1. Manufacturer, this is helpful later on if you want to search by manufacturers. If you don't have a manufacturer or you are just the one company that sells it, you can always just put your company name there. That's fine to do. We'll give this a price. I'm going to say this is $49.95. You can select an image. It's just going to go to your WordPress library. You can drag images into your library. As you start to create images and work with the store, it's nice to have a consistent size to your images. I know that's one thing we get asked all the time, is what size should my images be? And I would say just be consistent. If you're going to have them be 1000 by 800 pixels, then make it consistent. That way your products line up in a nice grid pattern like this. If you have one long and one short and one long, it can really start to make your display look kind of weird. And there's just no good way to present that in any shopping cart system. So I always say pre-process your images, be consistent. If you're going to do square, 1000 by 1000 pixels or something in that neighborhood, do good high quality images. Just be consistent in your cropping. So I've uploaded an image here. You can also go through and set up, product option sets. You can do basic options or advanced options. I'm not going to do that here. We're going to talk about advanced options and option sets a little later. And when you're done, let's go ahead and you can create and edit it. You can create it and add another, or just go ahead and create and close. And so I'm going to go ahead and just create this. And you can see here I got my first clothing product. And if I come back over to my store, I'm going to go ahead and refresh. Here's my first clothing product. And if I click on it, you can see it already has product details. There's not much here. And so let's take a look at how we could actually edit this product. And so I'm going to come back here to my product list. And you can see here that we can come over to the little pencil icon, and that's going to let us edit the entire product. Now there's a lot of options within e-commerce, and here you can see we have a big list of various panels that you can start editing further. Right off the bat, people might want to add a description. This is a product description. just copy this so you can get an idea of what it looks like real quick. Of course, you have a basic editor. You can go through and highlight and build what you need here. Okay, when we think we're finished, we're going to go ahead and update our product. And if I come back over here to my store and refresh it, you're going to see that product description here. If you're logged into WordPress, you can also edit your description directly on the product page if you'd like. Okay, so let's come back here and take a look at some more information. As you click on these panels, they're pretty well described what they do. For example, images, we can go through and upload more images. Quantity options, we can come in here and turn on whether or not we want to track inventory. Maybe I want to turn on overall inventory tracking and say that I have 20 of these in stock. We can go to pricing options. This is a nice little feature. Maybe this product used to be $64.95, and so I'm going to say this had a previous price. If I come back now and refresh, you can see you get a nice little display that used to be $64.95 and now it's $49.95. So it's got some nice little features. There's a ton of other options in here that we're not going to really go into, but you've got option sets. Maybe I have an option set for a shirt size, and I'll show you how to set those up in another video. But I'm going to go ahead and create that and attach it. Now if I refresh my product, you can see I've got an option set. Now the user has to select what size they want and they can add it to the cart. Okay. There's more basic settings. You can go down through this list, add featured products to it. You can go ahead and do SEO. We have shipping and tax information, for example, whether or not you want to enable shipping or not. Tax options, is this product taxable? Okay, if that's the case in your situation, you might want to enable that feature. We also have a short description. This is a great product. To anyone. I'm going to go ahead and save this so that you can see where the short description shows up. Sometimes it's nice to add a short description because it's actually right up here in the product area. And so you can see you're just building up options, descriptions. If we go back up here to, let's say, basic settings, and we turn on allowing customer reviews, that's another very popular feature on your product. I'll go ahead and refresh. What that does is that enables this new tab, and you can see you have two tabs. Now you have customer reviews where customers can fill out a 5-star rating, and reviews will start to show up in this section as well. If we have another feature down here for specifications, you may have a size chart, you may have other content, instructions that you want to put in here for specifications. I'll show you here if you refresh. That adds a new tab, so you have descriptions, specifications, and customer reviews. So that's how you set up a basic product. Again, we can go into a lot of detail in a lot of these areas later. We're not going to in this video. We just want to show you how to create a basic product. So this next section we're going to talk about how to do product option sets.